What did you eat for breakfast? Just I'm gonna get my levels here.
What I ate for breakfast? I ate a whole wheat toast with egg, bacon, and sausage. No, egg, cheddar, and sausage at this place, Brooklyn Label, down the block. You could check it out. They serve fine Stumptown coffee.
Would it have been better if instead of the like 20 hours I spent doing improv in the evenings, I had like written
maybe
written a pilot or whatever. Like that's a lot of time.
It is.
Yeah. So looking back on the time that you spent on improv, like do you have to just enjoy it for its own sake? Do you think?
I mean, I'm a pretty cynical individual myself, so I think that is a point. I think, yeah. I mean, I think, and maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm being an asshole, but like, I think you do need to do obviously there's something that draws people to it. Obviously there's a reason why people want to do it, who are even, had other successes or like come back to it, right? Like to be a little cheesy. I'm thinking of just people I know who have kind of blown up, gotten successful. They still go back and want to do improv, right? So there's something there. There's a reason we want to do it. But like when I meet people who are starting, like I've coached, I mean, have you talked about like coaching teams and stuff? I think that is an interesting thing that kind of happens. But like when I've talked to people who are like new and stuff, I'm like, and if I end up having a conversation, I'm like, well, what do you want to do? You want to do improv? That's great. Yeah, do it. But like, I'm always like, write. I mean, I didn't write enough. I still want to make myself write more. I mean, it's improv, like, I almost think improv shouldn't exist. It's like terrible that this thing exists, that you can go up there and be funny you can be really funny without writing anything. Just go and like, some people are like, that's great. Why is that bad? Why is that bad? Because you shouldn't be able to do that, because like, you should have to write things. This is like it's like a bad drug. Like I'm sure that people make like, oh, it's a drug. It's like an analogy that gets made a lot, and I think people say that without thinking like, yeah, well, like there's downsides to drugs. I think the downside in improv is like you learn to get laughs without. I've heard it called like the lazy man's theater, but you learn to get laughs without actually having like work done. I mean, you rehearse, right? Like my dad doesn't understand when I would be like, Dad, I can't come out this weekend. Parents live in Queens. I can't come out this weekend. I have improv rehearsal. Rehearsal? Why you gotta rehearse? Like, you need to go up there and do it? Yeah, Dad, but we gotta like, get good and stuff. But it's almost like you should have to like learn to write sketches. You should have to learn to do stand-up, make videos, and then you should be allowed to do improv. Yeah, all right, you've done all these things. Now you can have fun and do improv, because, in a way, like unless you're like amazing, you have to do other things in comedy. And I understand this isn't a document. This is not a documentary about like how to get paid to do comedy, how to be successful and be on television. But it's a dirty secret. You don't get paid to do improv, really. Like a select few people will get to tour, right, and teach. But that's such like. I bet that's almost like a smaller number than like will get to be like in commercials and things. You have to do all this other stuff to like feed your habit and shit. So, but once again, people keep doing it anyway and stuff. I never thought of this before, but you as a new artistic director, Institute of Policy, you only get to do improv after you've done sketches and stuff. You're not allowed. You have to wait to do it. It's almost like college. They always joke with college, like people shouldn't go to college till they're like 20 because they're not like ready for it. There should be like an age limit for improv. Obviously, I don't believe these things, but I'm into this idea.